Hey, welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong Country 3. In the last episode, we got a hint about, like, near the gate at the two rocks, make the number 8. So basically what you do is you swim around these rocks and make a figured 8, and it opens that. That's kind of something you have to keep in mind for later. Alright, let's see. B-A-Y-X. A-X-X-X. That one wasn't too tough. There was a lot of inputs there, but like that one was... I don't know if these are like randomly generated or not. But lightning lookout. This level, oh boy, it can be fun. But it can also be like, you know, kind of frustrating. And so in this one, Master Porky is using the lightning tower to try to hit these Kongs. And yeah, the lightning does hurt you, and it does, like, you don't want to be in water because it does work on the whole, like, you know, like conductive ability. So like if it strikes the water at all in any spot, like you get electrocuted even if it didn't hit you directly. I think the red I actually think it conducts electricity regardless of whether it hits the water. The red bees, that's what I was the word I was looking for. The red bees, I think, are still immune to it, because I think the only thing that kills them is TNT barrels. Just gonna bounce right into that lightning. Sure as heck will. But yeah, so it's not too crazy. I mean, it's kind of fun, you know? Like, that's the one thing about, like, Donkey Kong Country 3 that, like, I think I can say, like, all the levels in the first two games are great. You know, there's some that are kind of frustrating. And this is ultimately the easier game out of the trilogy. But, like, a lot of the levels are just really creative and fun, you know what I mean? Like, you're running and dodging lightning. Like, come on, that's pretty fun, right? For no other reason than it's just, like, high stressful thing. Yeah, you gotta be careful, because you can only get one shot at this DK coin. But it's just super high stressful, and, you know, well, at least I got the sparkly barrel before I became sparkly. Excuse me. But yeah, it's just stressful, and it's just a fun idea. It's like, oh, you're just dodging lightning. It's like, okay. A level you've been through, a million type of level you've been through like a few times now. And the gimmick is you're dodging lightning. Oh, well, that barrel helped me out. See, you get electrocuted regardless. If you're in the water. Oh, damn it. Alright, let's try that one again. I think Kiddy kind of moves a little bit faster than Dixie, if I'm not gonna lie. I think she does. I think he does move a little bit faster. I mean, I could just be like tricking myself, but ow! I think the lightning also goes away if you get hit. I might be wrong, you know, but I don't know. Once again, I still think this is just a fun level. I'm kind of getting killed because I'm rushing through it, if I'm being honest. For no other reason than I just makes it a little more challenging. If I went through it really slow, it would be kind of boring, not just to watch, but it would just be boring for me too. Because I'm just like slowly going through, you know. You know, we got to get through this high voltage. Alright, alright. Oh, got me. Damn, right when I needed that, buddy. Luckily there was one right there, so if I don't... Actually, could I have just bounced on the water? Oh, shit. Oh, well. I guess I'm just gonna take a hit. I should have just went in the barrel, but whatever. Oh. Swibbity swap out. Okay. I guess the lightning went away because I went off screen. Now we're just gonna like focus on just going. Alright. Mm-hmm. Not bad. So far, so gravy. Alright, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, power plays. And this one is basically just dodge the lightning while getting bananas. What can I say? Like, a lot of these bonus areas are pretty much just the same thing over and over again. I mean, they kind of were in part... Like, some of them repeated in part 1. And they, you know, also kind of repeated in part 2 a couple times. But a lot of them are pretty much just absolutely the same thing over and over again. And, you know, I think I may do a bonus episode. I just thought of something. I have to remember how to do it or what you have to type in, but like, yeah, I'm gonna, I don't know if I'll do a bonus. I don't know if I'll do it as a bonus or if I'll do it like tack it on final episode because it's not really that long. We're gonna stop in and say hey to Grandma. Hey, Grandma, Grammy. And she's all like, I'm glad Cranky doesn't know about this new console. If he did, I'd never be able to get him off it. Alright. Okay, 69 coins, 82%. Only 2 hours and 34 minutes in the game. But I'm pretty sure if we take into consideration how many like videos I've done so far, I'm well over that 2 hour mark. So I don't know how they're counting time. And then we got the revenge of these guys. I think these are all the guys we've taken out throughout the game. I don't know. I'm pretty sure even if you did not get any DK coins along the way. I've never tried that, actually. Has anybody ever tried that? Intentionally not getting DK coins to see if any of these guys are here? They should be. It's not like they increase in numbers if you... you know, don't, or if you don't have a certain, if you got more than, you know, if you got all of them up to this point. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, there we go. Okay, cool. We gotta go back this way. See, the conveyor belts are here, but they don't work. But we gotta go back this way to get to that B barrel. Hey guys, collecting some stars. Alright. Okay, we missed one. Probably right there. Uh-huh. Alright, okay, cool. Alright, moving on. Now we're moving on up. Cool. Sweet. I gotta make up all those lives I lost in that lightning level. Alright. 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 Ooh, careful now. Yo, he got you anyway. Take a sip of my drink. Uh-huh. Okay, alright. Alright, that's enough, dude. Alright, dude. Back off, bro. Oh no, I guess I'll have to grind for that life there. Alright, alright, uh-huh, uh-huh. watch out for that scrimp. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Alright, we're not doing that. There we go. I think they kind of wanted... I think you could just bounce off that guy's head. But, I mean, who the hell wants to do that? Oh! Oh, no! Oh, God. Did you see that? Like, I died in that bonus area. It's a really rare Donkey Kong event where, like, you actually can die in a bonus area when you never could before. Alright, let's try this again. One more time with feeling. Alright, alright, alright. Power plays. Take 2. Electric, Boogala. Right, Alright, bananas. Yeah. By the end of this, we're gonna have so much potassium in our system that, like, it'll be unreal. But of course, you'll just end up expelling it from your body, because you can have, obviously, too much of one thing, but usually what happens is, unless it's something super toxic and you have it way over high of a certain dose, your body usually just, like, expels it. That's the thing about, like, the vitamin industry that's kind of crappy, is, like, honestly, if your medical physician did not tell you to take a supplement or prescribed a medical supplement, like, they're kind of a waste of money. Because what ends up happening is, like, you end up getting more than your body can, oh God, you bastard. Your body gets more than it can actually process at a time, and then you just, like, pee it out. So you end up spending a lot of money for, buying all of these vitamins that are, like, advertised as you need these extra vitamins, when it's like, not really. And then you end up, like, just peeing it all out and spend a lot of money on doing that. So, I mean, that's just kind of the thing. Like I said, unless your doctor, you got to jump up there to hit that, by the way. Unless your doctor says you're vitamin deficient in, like, a certain vitamin, and either to take an over-the-counter, eat a certain type of, food that's rich in that vitamin, or they prescribe you a supplement, then, like, it's kind of a waste of money, because you don't really know if you're deficient or not anyway. And so you might just be taking it, for the sake of it. And then it's like, oh, well, I spend a lot of money on vitamins every month, and turns out I don't even need them. We're going to go... This level is the other, like, gas-filled pipe, but in this one, like, the purple water makes you go, like, reverse controls. I can't remember if... Because there was, like, dust clouds that were, like, little skulls in the final boss fights. And I can't remember if the purple one reverse controls or not. I know the blue one... Yeah, I think the purple one did reverse controls, because the blue one froze you in place, and the red one did slow-mo. Let's see, is it that one? No, it's not that one. But, yeah, so, like, that's kind of an interesting, like... Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. That is, like, an interesting... I've been doing that a lot lately. That's an interesting continuity that they've kept between both the game of, like, these games, is that, like, the purple stuff makes you go in reverse controls. I don't know if they, if they ever did that again for any other Donkey Kong, because I did play Donkey Kong Country Returns, and I did play Donkey Kong 64. I don't remember anything like that in Donkey Kong 64, admittedly. And I don't think so for Returns, and I played like a little bit of Tropical Freeze. I've never really played it. I might get those games again, because it's I mean, I have Donkey Kong 64. I just mean, like, I might get like Returns and Tropical Freeze on Switch, because I played it on the Wii way back in the day. I just remember the thing I absolutely hated about Donkey Kong Country Returns is the way they did the buddies. I don't like that Diddy is just on Donkey's back and he has the jetpack. I don't really like that, and I don't really like the way they did co-op, where it's basically like, it's basically like the new Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, which admittedly was a fun game, but I just hate the whole, like, when you're playing multiplayer, everybody's playing at one time, and so everything gets kind of confusing, and then the one good player, has to, like, carry all the not so great players. And I just kind of hate that, because one of the things I liked about the older games is, like, people had to get good. Is there nothing over there? We're also looking for the DK coin. What is this? Was this like another route that no, there's a B barrel over there. Yeah, there is a B barrel over there. I don't remember. I don't think you get another on guard, do you? Other than that, it's just, I know there's a B barrel there. I remembered it as I was, like, thinking about it. But, like I was saying, I just don't like that, I mean, maybe if it was, like, online multiplayer or whatnot, which I don't remember if that game had online multiplayer, but I don't like it because it keeps people from moving forward. Like, I don't like multiplayer games that do it like that, unless it's like a beat 'em up, because the game's gonna inevitably freeze the screen anyway, and you're gonna have to, like, fight enemies in a certain area. Oh, goddamn. In a certain area anyway. But I don't like it when they do that. I don't like it when they do that, like, in a game that's like a platformer, Because it's like, you're trying to move forward. Let me go forward a little bit, see if there is an on guard around here. I don't think so. That's the end. This is the DK dude. But I know that, oh God, it really sucks trying to jump out of the water in this level, because, you're moving to the right, and then you gotta do it to the left. So I got the DK coin, but I know that there's a B barrel over here. Oh God. It's too bad I did not have someone to give off as tribute to get down there to that DK barrel. I'm gonna have to try and get there with one Kong just so I can do that. But yeah, so, like, yeah, that's just that. I don't care for those kind of games, because I don't like it. Because the thing is, that sucked about that is Mario, even though Sonic is, like, and I think everybody's kind of aware of this now, Sonic was the one that was always, like, portrayed as, like, oh, he's got to go fast and, like, super high speeds and stuff. But literally pretty much every Mario game, all the way back to the original Super Mario Brothers, was like, the way to play it is to build up momentum and just keep running. It's usually, like, moving real fast in Mario like a 2D Mario game is like the way to really handle a lot of platforming in it. Because of the fact that, like, I don't know, you just keep running and you can just time your jumps and, like, you hit all of the stuff you gotta hit, you know what I mean? Alright, now watch me not take a hit doing this now. Oh, look at that. An absolute, you know, I don't know, legend, I don't know. Alright, we're doing the same thing we basically been doing all game. Where the thing this time is that we have reverse controls, so it's not really that much more difficult, but it is to an extent. Alright. You get to live again this day, not DK wielding DK guy. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna call the video here. The next time we've got Castle Chaos. And remember, Chaos is the final boss in this game. So, it's not going to be the last episode, because, like I said, I've already said there's like a bonus area, and we're going to go through that too. But if you watched the video, I appreciate it. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.